feel like the hardest thing about trying to achieve something and about trying to do something unique is the realization that it is going to take a fuck ton of time, and you are basically going to have to commit the better part of your life to actually doing something, because it is mostly going to take a very long time to develop a unique skill. So for an example, in my case, I am very into fitness and I am super enthusiastic about going to the gym. And sometimes it is a little bit demotivating because now at this point I kind of already have this realization that there is no way back. Like, I've been doing this for 13 years, so I'm going to have to ride this one out until the wheels fall off, basically. And it's also kind of like too late to start something else and to start a different sport, because I've just invested so much time into this, and giving up on it now just doesn't really make sense anymore. And it does become rough from time to time because not every single day you're going to have the motivation to do this shit. Sometimes this is going to be the last thing that you actually want to do. And yeah, I mean, those days are going to be quite difficult because you are still going to have to do them. Like, you're still going to have to do these things. You're not going to be able to just stop, because then at the moment where you do stop, that's basically kind of where you fail. Because if you are going to stop doing the thing that you said that you're going to do, and if you're going to start jumping back and forth and not going to be consistent, like, you might as well not do it. Like, what's the point? Because the only way you're going to actually achieve good results is over extended periods of time with consistency. So yeah, it is hard to do things, and it is hard to have this realization that this is going to be something that you're going to have to do until the end, basically. But that's kind of what it takes. And also, this is kind of a mentality shift that I've recently had. And it's not even like a recent mentality shift, actually. I actually have had this mentality for a while now. And it's like, if you decide that there is something that you want to do, you have to actually decide to do it. Like, you can't decide that you're just going to try it out for a little bit and see how it goes. Maybe I'll do this thing, maybe I'm not gonna do this thing, because then ultimately you are going to stop and you're basically just going to waste your time. So whenever there is something that you do decide that you're actually interested in and that you want to do, you have to make the commitment, and you have to tell yourself, and you basically have to convince yourself that this is something that you are going to do until the end, regardless of what kind of a day it is, regardless if you're motivated or not motivated, if you had a shitty day or a nice day, if you feel absolutely miserable and there's nothing that you want to actually do today, you are still going to have to do it. So, like, it is going to take quite a lot of commitment. And it actually kind of is connected to everything. It's not only exclusively about the gym. It's also like, if you want to make content, if you want to start a business, you are going to have to keep on doing this, even when you fail, even when you don't feel like doing it. Otherwise, like, what's the point? So yeah, doing things is not a easy task. But at the end of the day, I feel like everyone should try to pursue at least something during their lifetime, because also I've had a lot of examples of people that don't really pursue anything. They finish school, they find their mediocre job, they have a family, they chill, they don't really do anything, they just go to their job, come back home, drink a beer, watch TV, hang out, and repeat the same thing over and over again. And for me, this kind of a life is basically like a prison. Like, it doesn't have any meaning. You're just basically wasting this time that you have, and you're not really doing anything unique. You're not really doing anything interesting with your time. Then I also have a lot of examples of, like, guys that just basically exist. They have a job, they don't have a family, they do drugs, they party, they have fun, but they also get older over time. And now at this point, me and my friends are all around the age of 30. And the fact that they're still partying on a day-to-day basis, the fact that they still have a mediocre job, they have never left the neighborhood in which we grew up in, it's depressing. It's actually not a very fun thing to witness. It's not a cool thing. So yeah, at the end of the day, you do have to have this realization, and the only way you are going to move forward with anything that you're going to achieve is you're going to have to commit to this for the better part of your life. You have to tell yourself that regardless of what kind of a day it is, you are going to keep on doing it, and then you actually have to do it. That's the biggest part. That's the most important part. And at the end of the day, be thoughtful with the things that you choose, and you actually have to like the things that you choose to do, because if you want to have some kind of results, you are going to have to commit to it for a very long period of time. And if you're going to choose something that you're unsure of, you're going to do it for a few years and then jump off of it, you're just going to ultimately waste your time. So this is what it requires for you to actually be successful at something that you decided that you're going to do. Thank you guys for watching the video, and see you guys in the next one.